Mavericks, where are we? Cottage Point. Cottage Point Road. We are off trig hunting again on this, what was the temperature in your car? 34 degree day. We do have a little bit of shade, which is nice and cool here, but I can only imagine what it's going to be like there if we're not covered by bush. Double click that one, the first one, double click it. No, just double click. Triple click. Alright, we're going down this and track here. We're going to find the Tabor Trig. So this is a trig station that was last inspected in August 1977. We've got a couple of trigs to do this afternoon on this Saturday, and then tonight, under the cover of darkness, boy do we have an adventure. So stick with us. Once we complete these two trigs, the Tabor and the Hungry, we're going to relax for a couple of hours, regain our thoughts, have a bit of beverage over at Mab's place, and then we're off to do something underground with the flashlights. I've got the coordinates put in. There's a fair view down there. Imagine zip lining down that telegraph pole. It goes straight down to the road over there, to the other side, heading down towards Cottage Point. So this one should be a rock cairn. No vein, no post. We'll get a few pictures of this one. And the Hungry Trig, which is on General Martin Drive, I think it is, just up from here. That one's going to be a little bit more difficult. From what we saw as we were coming down, it looks like to be a nice incline where we're going to have to climb up some rocks before we find that one, and that one is a bush bash. Mav did a bit of a power walk and he's come across on it. This is not the rock cairn. The rock cairn must be the Hungry Trig. Mav yelled out this is an actual concrete pylon. It's concrete? Concrete pylon. Concrete trig station. So this was last inspected in August 1977. Who knows when it would have been built. Where's the plaques on the side there, is it? What does it say?
Trig Survey of New South Wales.
What does it say on there? Can you read that down here?
Central Mapping
Authority. Yeah, Central Mapping Authority, Geotech Station, Tabor. So this is the Tabor Trig Station. This was nice and easy. Have a look here where the track is. So if you're coming off Cottage Point Road in this direction here, keep a lookout on your right hand side. You can't miss it. It's virtually glowing. And we're going to head a little bit further along. Apparently this comes to a ridge and we'll be able to get some magnificent views of Coal and Candle Creek. Well done, Mavericks. Nice and easy. Perfect on a day like today, 34 degrees. We didn't want to be walking too far on the first one. The second one's going to be a bit harder to find, I think. So we'll get a few pictures from here and then we'll head along our way to the end of the track and see what views we could find. A nice simple one. Did you say there was some writing on top, inscription? I don't know if it'll come out on the camera. Geotetic. Is that what it is? Geotetic? Geotetic Survey of New South Wales. Central Mapping Authority. Geo D-E-T-I-C. However, we'll just call it Geo. Let's call it a trig station. It's a lot easier. Okay, let's head on our way. Let's see what views there are up here. Just walking down to the edge of this ridge here, we notice all these flowers are in bloom. Some great colour, especially in through here. Jules would really love this. You got your pinks, you got your yellows, you got your whites. Do you know the scientific name for Mavericks? We need Don Berkey. That was a really popular show back in the day when I was young. It was must watch every Friday night, 7:30. What was that? I don't think so, but the view that I can see from here looks stunning. How still is it? Look at that, straight down through there. So what's that? Coal and Candle Creek, yeah? Can you see Akuna Bay, the marina down there? So I gather this is where that couple was, just on the rock here. I doubt they would have come up from the bottom. Okay, so this is what they were talking about. You can try to make it down further. I don't know how far. That's a long way down. You're not going to be able to walk down.
Well, you're not going to get the water, are you?
No.
You get down to that valley.
It looks like a rock pool.
It does look like a, it looks like a quarry.
It does. Look.
There's another right over there. You can
Yeah,
see
behind
it.
it.
Yeah, really
Over there. You can see the Bahai Temple in the distance. Be careful here because little bits and pieces have already snapped off. And you have over here. What a magnificent view. Here we go. Let's have a slow pan from right to left. That's what I was going to say. Did you hear that? Can you see him? I doubt it's a bushwalker. There's something down there. You can hear those flies buzzing up here, but bees. Are they bees? Yeah. We're down further. That's like when we did Lilyvale 1 and 2. You could hear those bees, remember that?
Yeah, the beehive.
Yeah, the beehive. Okay, so here's more of it down here. I didn't even notice it down here. Yeah. Oh, so what is it? So it's behind that ridge there. So it looks like a rock pool over there, but it goes behind that mountain there, and it works its way over there. Coal and Candle Creek. Would that be? That's what? I know. Would that be classified as Cottage Point or Akuna Bay? I don't think that's Akuna Bay. I think Akuna Bay is behind that next mountain. Because if you look where it comes, see the road where the telegraph poles are?
Yeah.
I gather that's the road that takes you down to Akuna Bay. See the telegraph poles go right in the distance. So there's
that's the road we just came in on.
Oh, is that the road we came out? Okay, so what about the far telegraph pole?
We came all the way around the ridge.
Okay, so what about the far telegraph pole?
Yeah, well, as you go around the next ridge, maybe, or maybe that's after the T intersection, and that's where you go back onto
down to Akuna Bay.
Yeah,
maybe. You can hear the car coming down Cottage. All right, well that's it. We've completed this one. We'll get a few pictures from here with this view. Be careful. We don't want any mishaps. We go from a left to right pan, and then we'll leave you from Coal and Candle Creek. And we'll see if we can find the Hungry Trig station. We've got to do at least 2 trigs today before we hit that underwater cavern. Underground cavern, should I say. But there should be some water inside. We managed to get some photos there on the ridge. We're going to have one last look at Tabor before we head back to the car. I'm sure that on the pictures that I saw last night, this had some sort of vein hanging off it. It looks like they may have removed it. I'm sure that the pictures of that gentleman when he did this trig station hunting a number of years ago, this had something that was keeled over, maybe from a bushfire or something. So I'll just get this one last time. I'm not quite sure if I got this on camera. Tabor. And there's a red flower in the background there. I've got some pictures of it. I'm not going to go through there again because there was There's a lot of spikes.
I was wondering if this was is this the original one? Because this looks like a big stone.
It does look like the original rock cairn, yeah? That could be it. Well picked up. Let me go over here and go back on it. I think that's the original one. Yep. That is the original rock cairn there. That's a huge one, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's massive. We'll get a few pictures of that one as well. Yeah, someone has built that pylon, possibly. Well, that was last inspected in 77. It could be built 60s or 70s. It looks similar to the design of a few others. That, if you look at the Wakehurst Trig, that one's from 1979. It was built in 1979. It's virtually identical to that. That's a huge rock cairn Trig, if that was one. That's massive. Yeah. Looks like an igloo, teepee. Yeah, I know. It looks huge. Okay, that's it from Tabor. We're going to head back out onto the road, hop in the car, and we're going to see if we can find Hungry. Okay, we have reached our second trig for the day, Hungry Trig Station. Somewhere up there. It's quite a straight up climb. Over there, maps pointing in the direction of where we have to go. Just parked on the side of the road here, and it absolutely stinks of a fresh controlled burn. So all that smoke that was around the northern beaches throughout the week, I think was coming from up here at Terry Hills on San General Martin Drive. Where do you reckon? Oh, there looks like a bit of a track in there. You want to head in first? So this is just up the road from the Tabor Trig. And this one's called the Hungry. Oh, we've got a few cars heading along here, a few P-platers, a couple of bikes coming down. They're all slowing down, thinking that I'm holding some sort of radar gun. Oh, slip sliding away. There's a little bit of a track down there, mate. This doesn't look too bad, actually. I was thinking we're going to have to climb rocks. You don't think there'll be a track leading straight up? Is this that spike, you think? Tell you what, we've found some spiky bushes today. This is the first couple of trig stations that we've done. Yeah, it looks like some sort of track up through there. They do mention the Hungry Trail, so this could be the Hungry Trail. I did read there was some Aboriginal, pretty impressive Aboriginal engravings. Yeah, I'd say so. Maybe we can find those Indigenous engravings. We were lucked out last time when we did the white trig, I think it was. So we might be in luck today. I couldn't find the coordinates for those Aboriginal engravings. There is a... Look at that cliff. I was hoping it would be a nice...
No, just on the right here.
Oh, just here?
I'm just going to check quickly.
Alright, let me just see what it looks like from here. Look at that. I've found a little pass up in through there. It's up on here. Alright, it's going to be some nice views then. Alright, we'll head up through here. And once we get to the top, we'll start filming again, I think. Just grab onto as many trees as you can. That's where we've parked, just down there on the road. Managed to come in through the bush here and start the climb, which has been relatively simple so far. Hasn't been anything too strenuous. This is the one that they do say there's a bit of a bush bash. So at some point we're going to have to hit the bush again. People come up that way, you reckon? Oh yeah, you could come up that way. I think we did the easier way though. I think we went a much easier way. That's what a deputy does. Deputy Mavericks.
Dog.
Don't worry, I'll be leading the track for you tonight. Give us a hand gesture in which direction you think it might be in. And this one is a rock hand, so there's no pylon. Straight up through there. There's a little track to your right there. Yeah, straight up underneath there.
It's not that far off the road, but
It's on top of the ridge. And this one should have views as well if we continue a little bit further along. What do you reckon? Straight up through here? Oh, you're going up that way? I don't know. No idea. I'm just following the clearest path. Yeah, possibly. Alright, I'm going to have to get on my hands and knees down through here. You got Mavericks coming up on this side. I'm on top of the ridge here. He says that we're pretty much right on it, but there is no trail. Still can't see anything. What do you reckon? Straight up, yeah? I can't see a thing at the moment. They're climbing. Surely from up here something has to be seen. Something has to be seen from up here. Nothing yet. Sun's poking through. Where are you, map? Did you check the map or not? Alright. I'll go up a little bit further and have a look. Got it! Yeah, straight here. I'll wait for you to come up and then we'll head on in. There it is, right in the distance. So I'll wait till Map climbs up this last little bit and we'll go up together. I cleared the spiderwebs away from me. Ooh, where's the bar high? The bar high, there it is, over in the distance over there. So we were over there. We're now virtually adjacent with the Bar High Temple there up at Ingleside. Once you get up on this little bit here, you'll be sweet. I'll let you lead the way. When was this last inspected? June 83?
83.
83. You think about where you were, kids, in 1983. I was just starting high school. That was my first year of high school. June, July, we're sort of like nearing winter. Won the America's Cup in 83. Who won the grand final that year? Parramatta over Manly. The 80s was a great decade. Absolutely awesome decade to grow up in, especially for the music. That is impressive. That is an impressive one. Where are we going around this way? I love these old rock can ones because you just think about where they sourced these rocks from. There's a lot of rocks on the ground here, so it may have been twice the size. If you look down here, you've got a whole bunch of rocks here and all here. That may have been a lot taller. And we'll keep on heading along that track, I think, and see what the views are. I'm getting too close. Let me see if I can get it from this direction because I'm right on the sun here. There you go, fellas. That is what's known as the Hungry Trig Station. No vein. There is a plaque. There is too. Does it say Hungry?
Yep.
That's the one. TS Hungry, Trig Station Hungry, elevation 197.62 metres. Very good. So someone's printed that out. See if you can get it up a bit higher maybe. Let me go up around here and have a look at it. So this one is a bit of a challenge to get to. Not far off the road, but you have to walk straight up and snap a few branches to get to it. Look at that one rock in the middle there. It looked like to be a cavity, an opening on this side. It looks a completely different rock. Just come around this way a bit. Can you see it there, that white one? Yeah, right smack bang in the centre. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder what could be in the middle. Do you think, you talk about these people that leave, what are those things called when people dig something in the ground for the future generations? Time capsule. You think maybe some of these have some sort of time capsule? What they were smoking back then, or they've left it, you know, left it in the middle. Maybe they're a pipe or something. I always wonder what's smack bang in the middle of it. Always when I used to, when I used to do my bus shelter panels back when I used to work for Jolly Rogers Concrete Paving, I always used to sign the side of the panel in the concrete to know they were mine, but they don't exist anymore, so I can't see too many of them being around. Bus shelters are made completely different these days. So. Okay, success. That's 2 out of 2. We're going to walk this track a little bit further to see if we can get any views of the creek down there off the ridge. If not, we'll have one last viewing of this as we're coming past, heading back to the car. Well done, Mavericks. We're on the edge of the ridge here, looking back west. And if the Aboriginal carvings were anywhere, they might be down here, because they talk about it being under the ridge. The sun's right on us there, so I can't pan anything. Mavs, back up there. I'm going to come back up to you, just wait up there. If these Aboriginal engravings are here, they would be down the bottom here, because you reckon you found them? Can you see any engravings or not? Yeah, it's the same thing here. Could either be where you are or where I've just been. Hang on, I'll come up to where you are. This has been probably the most we've bashed in the bush out of all the trigs we've done. This one has been rather difficult. I am filled with bites and spider webs. Whereabouts are you? Are you through here? Can't even see you. Yeah, I can hear you. Can't see you. Yeah, there's not. I can't pan further around to my right because that sun is right on us. We just have to make our way back towards the trig and then head on out, I think. Map's just over here. Did you say you're on a smooth rock platform there or not? I think where I was over there seemed more likely. Yeah, it seemed to open up a lot more. So, oh, okay. No, yours is a lot clearer as well. Once you get over to here, you can hear the roadway. You can see the cast. This is a bit sketchy through here. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll call it a day from here. I'm just going to go back past the Trig, and then that's it. Are we right on the...
Good.
You're right on the Trig here. Is that where you came down from, the Trig station, or not?
No, I just got come on towards it. The Trig will be, I think,
Straight up
in
there.
there somewhere.
All right, let's make our
But
way
this
back.
is that, yeah, we've got to go down the bottom of this hill now. Back
Yeah.
to
Let's just go past the Trig one last time. So. There's one thing left to do before we leave this very remote spot that not many people know about. They do now. There's TS Hungry right there. And what I'm going to do just before I leave here, considering there's no hole or vein, let's take off the hat. The LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department Special Weapons and Tactics, the SWAT. So what we'll do is stick that up there, and today we've got the shades, the RB 3449s. The last time I wore these was up at Williamtown Public School late last year when we did that triple treat of adventures. What was that resort called, Mav, at Nelson Bay? Remember that when we did the drug house and the Williamtown Public School? So, all right, that's it, fellas. We're going to bid you farewell. And a bay it was, yeah, from TS Hungry. Until we see one another again, which will be in a couple of hours, join us because we're heading deep underground. But for now, adios.